top 10 things. And not just any top 10 things. The top 10 things you should do before moving to Central Alberta. Are you thinking about moving to Central Alberta? Well, then this video is for you. And Jason Walls and Shalane Walls, me, we're here to help you streamline that move. Whether you're thinking about moving in 9 days, 90 days, or a year from now, it doesn't matter to us. Like we say in every single video, we're here to do the research so you don't have to. If you're new to our channel, you're going to want to like and subscribe just so you can find out all the information that we provided to make that move smooth from you. From school to healthcare to jobs to city living, lake living, hamlet living, sports, things to do. The list is endless. You're gonna wanna tune in. So you know what you gotta do? You gotta like and subscribe and follow us. So let's dive into it, guys. Number one, you need to get real about the weather here in Central Alberta. And I'm not gonna go over and over this in this video, but every point I'm gonna hit the top 10, I have a video. Jason has a video on this channel that dives into it in the specifics. That's gonna be from about 11 minutes, maybe even over 35 minutes. And I encourage you to go and watch that. Anyways, get real with the weather. When I say get real with the weather, I mean get real with the weather. So right now you see me in a t-shirt. In about 10 minutes, it could be pouring rain, it could be tornado warnings, it could be thundering, it could be lightning, all in the middle of the day. What do I mean by this? I mean that every season has its challenges. When it's summer, it can be 35 degrees or it can be 9 degrees. When it's spring, it can be snowing and blowing and blizzarding, or it could be a heat wave. Same with the fall. The fall can be some of us our most beautiful weather here in Central Alberta, which is kind of sad sometimes when we send the little bambinos back to school and we've bought them all those fall clothes, sweaters, jackets, and they can't wear it because it's still 30 degrees. But having said that, it can be very rainy. It can also have some snow. Now let's talk about winter. Here in Central Alberta, the sun most of the time is always shining. So we got that on our side. We can pat our backs for that. But it can get darn cold here, where I mean you don't want to go outside, where your car might not start. Your water could freeze up if you haven't turned it on for a few days. But that's just the bad and the ugly. Most of the time, the winter is manageable. It's in the minus 20s, which is manageable. You're going to be seasons for it. You're going to have a winter jacket. Most cars here have remote start. Most houses here have a garage or underground parking or room to build a garage. If you don't have that, you plug your car in, remote start it, you're going to be fine. Or you just hunker down in your house or in some of the places around Central Alberta that have fun things to do, like going out to eat, maybe going shopping, maybe going bowling, maybe going swimming, who knows? But having said that, in every single season that we have, if you love the outdoors, there is something for you to do, an activity for you to do by yourself, with your family, with your friends, with a group. And like I said, if you want to know more about that, there's a video for that, so you're gonna have to dive into Moving to Central Alberta YouTube channel. Number two, choose a community wisely. So what do I mean by that? I want you to think about your wants, your needs, your desires, what's gonna make life good for you. And then when you write that list of things down, start with your needs. What do you need to have? A school, job, transit. What do you need to have to make your life run smoothly? What do you want to have? What do you want to have around you? So when you're thinking about communities, you might think, oh, I want to be in Red Deer, a city center, where they have a major hospital, there's lots of different career paths, there's lots of job opportunities, city transit, many different schools, many different organizations for social clubs, networking, those types of things. Maybe you want the laid back lake life, so then you're going to want to position your search around those types of places. Pine Lake, Gull Lake, Glenifer Lake, Buffalo Lake, Crimson Lake, Clearwater. So all of these different places have different amenities that are going to suit your needs. So that is something that I really want you to dive into. Number three, understand the cost of living. So if you have a specific budget, and you have a specific need, whether it's your type of housing, you're going to want to make sure that you dial in with your agent and you figure out where your dollars can expand to. So for instance, being in a major city, as I'm sure you know, the cost of living is going to be a little bit higher, somewhat significantly higher than living in a smaller center. So having said that, that means you can oftentimes get a bigger home, a bigger lot, and a smaller center that is around a major center. I need you to know that if you decide that you don't want to live in a major center like Red Deer here in Central Alberta, you can live outside the city and have great amenities that's maybe 10 minutes, 12 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 40 minutes, and still get that smaller town feel. And it will also stretch those dollar bills if that's something that you need, something that you want, and something that you desire. And again, you can dive into our YouTube, and we do have a video on that. But you know what you can always do? You can always call Jason and I, email us, or text us with any of your questions, and we are happy to dive into it with you one-on-one and do an intake form with you and answer every single question that you have in detail, because we do the research so you don't have to. Number 4, I kind of touched on this already, access and services. So if you're somebody that needs to get to the airport quickly, or you need to get to the highway quickly because you've decided to live outside of the major city for your job, you're going to want to think about that. You're going to want to think about your commute. You're going to want to think about, okay, I have to go to the airport twice a week. How far am I willing to travel for that? Now here in Central Alberta, Red Deer is right in the middle of Calgary and right in the middle of Edmonton. So Edmonton is to the north, Calgary is to the south. Both have international airports, so if that's something that you're thinking about, we can easily set you up with a property or a community, jobs within a comfortable driving range. So again, with that, services. So if you are requiring special services, maybe it's a specialist doctor, maybe you are in a special service for your career, we're going to want to make sure that we find you a community that is able to If you're planning on buying a house here in Central Alberta, let's get you pre-approved so you have no surprises. And you might think, why do I want to get pre-approved before I even go there, before I even start looking? Well, this is why. Just think about it like this. Do you ever go to the mall or to buy groceries or a vacation without knowing how much money you have in the bank? Exactly. So you're not going to want to do that here either. You're going to want to know exactly how much you're approved for and how much you want to spend, what you're comfortable to spend. You might be approved for $500,000, but you only want to spend $300,000, and that's perfectly okay. But that's something we need to know. So once you get that pre-approval, then you can pick a realtor, which is going to be hopefully Shalane Walls and Jason Walls from the Walls Real Estate Group. And we are going to dive into that intake form. We're going to dive into what your needs are, your wants, your desires, that wish list. We're going to talk about you, the kids, the dog, the cat, grandma, grandpa, everything, so that we can tailor a search just for you, so that you're not having to go on MLS every day. This search is going to be set up in real time for you, that every listing that every real estate agent has and puts live, it's going to be sent to you automatically in real time with no lag. So that is something really exciting. Now, if you don't have a mortgage broker or you're not sure what the difference is in that, don't worry. Jason and I will help you. We have so many great professionals that we work for. It's kind of a joke. Everyone says, oh, Jason and Shalane have a guy for everything. A guy, it's not a girl, but it's really true. Being in the industry here in Central Alberta for 20 years, we are here to help you with industry professionals that we trust, have great testimonials that our clients trust and our clients use over and over again. So let's just go back to that quick, because I kind of rambled on. Get you pre-approved, get that intake form, and get you dialed into a search. It just helps you know what you're exploring when you're Googling, when you're researching, when you're checking out our YouTube. It's something very important. And no, it doesn't all have to be scary. It's just something that we need to do that's going to help make your move smoother and easier. And it's going to help Jason and I to know exactly what you're looking for. One of my favorite things. I want you to research realtors. I want you to explore realtors, have meetings with realtors. And then when you've done that, I want you to call up Jason and I, because you're so happy with your interview. We'll give you some swag. We even have water bottles. Yeah, Yeti water bottles. We have pens. We have hoodies. We have jackets. You know, we just like to show our appreciations to our clients. So that will be your last step, but definitely not the least important, I don't think. So let's just kind of recap this again. The top 10 things I think that you need to do before you move to Central Alberta. Learn the weather. Make sure you're comfortable with it, because if you're not into cold, then this might not be the place for you. Choose your community based on your needs, your wants, and your desires. Understand the cost of living, because I want you to keep those dollar-dolls in your pocket so that you can have fun doing all the things that Central Alberta has to offer. Check the services and access to make sure that you're comfortable with the commute, you're comfortable with the drive to work, driving the kids to school, driving the kids to sports. That is going to be very key. And that also includes researching the school options, because there are so many different school options here in Central Alberta, whether you're looking for private, whether you're looking for university, whether you're looking for college, maybe you're looking for online outreach. Maybe you need a specialty school for your child with developmental disabilities. We definitely have those options here as well. And I know I just touched on schools, and I know it is very huge when you are making that move. And having raised 5 kids here in Central Alberta, Jason and I know the schools like the back of our hand. And yes, there is a video on our channel about the schools here in Central Alberta and your different options. Know the job market. We want to make sure that if you're moving here, you can find a job that you like, you can find a job in the industry you're in, and we want to make sure that you're happy, because that is number one. We want to make sure you know the lifestyle. Make sure you're going to be happy here and there's something for you to do, or at least something maybe you're interested in doing. Number 7, get pre-approved for that mortgage so you know how much is in the bank when you go shopping. And number 8, my favorite, give Jason and I a call so we can start the process and get you onto that move to Central Alberta. We can't wait to have you here. So again, whether you're thinking about moving in 9 days, 9 months, or 1 year from now, it doesn't matter to us. We're here to help you for the entire journey. So again, please like, subscribe, drop a comment below. Let me know if you found this information informative. Let me know if you'd like more information, because like you, Jason and I are here to help anybody that is thinking about moving to Central Alberta. Shalane Walls, Jason Walls with the Walls Real Estate Group.